नमामि शारदां देवी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीं नमस्कारकरस्तुम्मि प्रसन्नास्तु स सदा. Students, we are on the fourth part of parallel lines, 9th SSC. Up to now we have completed practice set 1.1. Now today we are going to do some properties, or what is use of properties of parallel line. Use in that we are going to study a very important theorem, but that theorem is not particularly important for this particular topic. We have studied as a property, but that property today we are going to study as a theorem, and it is very useful. It is one of the very important invent of what? Triangle. That the sum of measures of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. That last year also we have used this property. What was that? Sum of the measures of all angle of a triangle is 180 degree. There are three angles in a triangle. The sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree that we are going to do. See once again. So for that I am going to draw a figure. Okay. In that figure we are going to draw a triangle. That is any triangle. Okay. Say this is a triangle ABC. It's any triangle, right? So we are going to write given triangle ABC is any triangle, any type of triangle, maybe acute, obtuse, or right angle triangle, any type of triangle. And what we are going to prove? Sum of the measures of all angle of triangle is 180 degree. Means angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to 180 degree. Once again, angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to 180 degree that we are going to prove. Usually we are using, while being considered, we make the changes in this figure only, but I don't know what for this figure only, why they have given two different figures. They have modified this figure only, but they have drawn two figures. So we are going through the textbook only, so we'll do one thing. We'll do construction. In the construction, draw a line passing through point A. A line must pass through this point A and parallel to side BC. Parallel to side BC, and take point P and Q on it such that this A lie between P and Q. So how we are going to draw? We are going to draw first BC, right? This is side BC. This is side AB, and this one is side AC. A, B and C. And we are going to draw a line which passes through point A, correct? And this is parallel to BC. So I'm going to take point P and Q on it such that these 2 points, these are what? Parallel to each other. I think you have understood it properly. See the once again, this is a very important property for geometry, and that we are going to study as a theorem. But keep in mind a property that is very important property. Sum of the measures of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. Sum of the measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That we are going to prove. We are going to draw a triangle that may be any type of triangle. But draw a simple diagram. And ABC is any triangle. What are to prove? Angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to 180 degree. In this case, we are going to draw a construction. In that construction, draw a line passing through this point A, and that should be parallel to BC. Means this BC and this line PQ are parallel lines. And that should be passes through point PA parallel to BC. Take point P and Q such that P, A and Q are what? Collinear points. Have you understood? This is what we have completed as a construction. Now we are going to do as what? Proof. In proof, now just see, we are going to make use of all the properties of parallel lines. So, what I am going to write? Line PQ is parallel to side BC. Line PQ is parallel to side BC, or you can write line BC. How you got it? That we did a construction. Okay, now you are going to write if AB is transversal. What are you going to do? AB is, forget about this figure, just you want to consider this. AB is a transversal. So this angle and this angle are Z forming angle. They are congruent. Is it right? So these two angles will be congruent angles. Therefore, what am I going to write? Angle ABC is equal to angle PAC. Angle ABC is, this angle is congruent to this angle. It is forming a Z forming angle. The result you are going to write as a equation 1, and you are going to write by theorem what is that? Alternate angle theorem of parallel lines. Parallel lines. Once again, angle ABC. This angle ABC is congruent to angle PAB. Okay, got it? So these two angles will be what? Alternate angle. Which one? This angle and this angle. Again we can write if AC is transversal. Yeah, I am considering AC is a transversal. So I can say that these two angles are also Z forming angles. They are also what? Alternate angles. So what I am going to write? Angle ACB is equal to angle QAC. QAC and ACB are equal angle. This will be equation 2, and we are going to write by alternate angle theorem of parallel lines. Parallel lines. Okay, once again, see what we did. What construction we did? PQ is parallel to BC. Now this is a transverse, so these two angles will be congruent by what? Alternate angle theorem of parallel lines. Now what I am going to do, adding equation 1 and 2. If when you are going to add these two equations, so please keep in mind that left hand side is added as well as right hand side is added. So angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to angle PAB plus angle QAC plus angle QAC, and I am going to take this equation as what? Equation 3. See now what we did, we got this angle ABC and ACB got, but to prove में करने में देखो ABC मिल गया, ACB मिल गया, we require what? BAC. See students, this type of questions we are learning. Now after some days it will become very common to you. अरे ये ऐड किया तो ऐसा ऐड होगा, ये ऐसा ऐड होगा. अब थोड़ा सा सीखना है और ट्रस्ट करना है, ऐसा होता है. चलो अभी हमें इसकी आदत डालनी है. Is it right? This is the thing. Now I want this angle BAC. BAC is not there. ABC मिल गया, ACB मिल गया. But when I am going to add a BAC over here, we cannot add only in one side. We have to add in both the sides. So what I am going to write? Adding angle BAC on both the sides of equation 3. So see what is happening now. Angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to angle PAB plus angle QAC plus angle BAC. So we reached, but the thing is, हमें ये prove करना है कि they are angles forming linear pair. Is it right? So what I'm going to do, just see. Therefore, I'll put sign now. Angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC, angle PAB plus angle BAC plus angle QAC. I just changed the position of BAC. I just shifted little bit with BA PAB के साथ just adjust कर लिया इसको. Okay. See, and I am going to put in box. When I am going to add in a box, I can write PAB. देखो PAB है और BAC. अब स्टूडेंट थोड़ा सा दिमाग में रखो. I am going to write over here. अगर ऐसा रहेगा, ये एंगल और ये दो एंगल्स है सपोज, और you can write like this. ऐसा है A, O, B and C. So if this is of 40 degree, this is of 50 degree, we can add them. This will become 90 degree. Which one? AOC will become 90 degree. क्योंकि ये दो एंगल्स को हम लोग बोलते हैं एडजेसेंट, बाजू बाजू वाले एंगल्स को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? एडजेसेंट एंगल्स. Their measures we can add. Means we can add AOB plus BOC will become AOC. So same way, these two are adjacent angles. So if I am adding PAB plus BAC, that will become angle PAC. Which angle we got? PAC. ये पूरा एंगल मिल जाएगा हम लोगों को. Because we added these two angles, PAC plus BAC will become now PAC plus angle QAC. ये रीजन टेक्स्ट बुक में दिया नहीं है, but I will suggest you to write. We are going to write angle addition property. What I want to write? Angle addition property. So what you got now? PAC और ये मिल गया PAC and QAC. These two angles, this angle and this angles, are angles forming linear pair. Therefore, what you got is angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC is equal to 180 degree, और इसका रीजन लिखेंगे हम लोग angles forming linear pair are supplementary. We are going to write angles forming linear pair are supplementary. We got the reason, and this is the final answer for your theorem that we are going to put in a box. So once again I repeat it. See, theorem: the sum of the measures of all angle of triangle is what? 180 degree. So here we have studied two things that actually we are not studied. The thing is, these two angles, angle PAB and QAB, are nearby angles. Yeah, they are what as adjacent angles. Their measures we can add. Suppose I am going to add PAB and BAC, it will become PAC. I can add these two also, it makes no difference. So BAC plus CAQ will become BAQ, pura angle. So that is an important thing we should add, that is called as what? Angle addition property. So I am going to write this. This is right once again. So what is that? Sum of the measures of all angle of triangle is 180 degree. So this is a triangle ABC. Angle ABC is any triangle, and sum of the measures, कौन से angle है? Angle ABC, angle ACB and angle BAC is equal to 180 degree. Once again I am repeating, usually we are going to do the construction in this figure only, but I don't know what they have given. So we are going to draw the figure once again, that is triangle ABC. We are going to draw a line that must pass through the point P and parallel to BC. Draw a line passing through point A and parallel to BC. Take point P and Q on it such that what? P, A, Q are what? Coordinate or A lie between P and Q. Now, we know that this line PQ is parallel to side BC. How you got that? Because that construction we did, where we are going to write construction. Now, if I am taking AB as a transversal, if AB is a transversal, then this angle BAC will be equal to what? PAC. That is by alternate angle theorem of parallel lines. अगर मैंने ये consider किया AC as a transversal, angle ACB and CAQ or QAC are the alternate angles, so these two will be congruent. But I want that ABC plus ACB, तो ABC और ACB को मैंने ऐड किया, तो इसे भी ऐड करना पड़ेगा. तो what I want to write? Adding equation 1 and 2 to angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to PAB plus angle QAC. अब, if you see the proof, this angle is left. Which one is that? BAC. तो मैंने दोनों तरफ ऐड करना पड़ेगा, एक तरफ ऐड नहीं कर सकते. So we have added BAC and BAC on both the sides. What we did? ABC plus ACB plus BAC. Just we have shifted from third position to second position. PAB plus BAC is equal to plus QAC. PAB and PAC are called adjacent angles. Their measures we can add. That time will become PAC. That's why it become PAC, because we have added these two angles, and third angle we are going to write as it is QAC. So that is called as angle addition property. What is that? Angle addition property. But QAC देखोगे तुम लोग, PAC और QAC इन दोनों को देखोगे तो they are angles forming linear pair. That's why you got measure as 180 degree. That is called as what? Angles forming linear pair are supplementary. This theorem we have made it simple, but you can follow the textbook method also. We can write the whatever given in a textbook. You can understand from here, you can copy down from there, or we have little bit added, like this statement, it is given in textbook. but angular addition property is not there. Angle forming linear pair are not there. This property are given short. So I will suggest you go through this method only. Okay. So once again I have completed one theorem. So what is your duty? That when you studied it, you just copy down by pausing this video, and tomorrow you are going to write this theorem 5 times. Okay. First 2 times we are going to copy down as from your notebook or from the video, and remaining 3 times you are going to write your own on a rough paper. That will help you to understand the theorem properly और तुम्हारे दिमाग में बैठ जाएगा. Copy down it properly by pausing this video. New theorem is, actually its name is interior angle test for parallel lines. The reason we are going to give this interior angle test for parallel line, actually it is converse of interior angle theorem of parallel lines. Once again, ये है converse of interior angle theorem of parallel lines. Okay, but while giving reason, we are going to write interior angle test. Theorem की जगह पे क्या आएगा? Test for parallel lines. अब देखते हैं कि what is the interior angle theorem of parallel lines? The interior angle theorem of parallel lines का हम लोग statement देखेंगे. Then interior angle formed on one side of a transversal of 2 parallel line is supplementary था. Correct? Interior angles formed on one side of a transversal of 2 parallel line is supplementary was the statement for interior angle theorem of parallel lines. अब इस थियरम का स्टेटमेंट क्या रहेगा? उसका उल्टा. अब हमें उसको याद करना है. थियरम, व्हाट इज द स्टेटमेंट फॉर दिस? इफ द मेजर्स of interior angles formed by transversal of 2 distinct, I write it once again, 2 distinct lines are of what? Are 180 degree or supplementary then two lines are parallel. Then 2 lines are parallel. See, if the measures of interior angle formed by transversal of 2 distinct lines is separate lines are 180 degree, are what? I think if some of the measures of interior angle formed by transversal of 2 distinct lines are 1 degree or supplementary, then 2 lines are parallel. Once again, if some of the measures of interior angle formed by transversal of 2 distinct lines are supplementary, then 2 lines are parallel. In this, before that is a given part, right? Then if the sum of the measures of interior angles, so I will do one thing. of two distinct lines. But last time हमें prove क्या करना है? These two lines are parallel. So we are going to draw इस वक्त हम लोग यही करेंगे, parallel draw करेंगे, but we will not consider they are parallel lines. So we'll start with the figure. Okay, we are going to draw two lines which are they are parallel. We are going to draw parallel lines only, but we are not going to consider they are parallel lines. So this is the transversal. I am going to draw one transversal. Name of the transversal is XY, and this AB and CD are two distinct lines. They are looking like a parallel, but we are not going to consider they are what? Parallel lines. Okay. What is the meaning of transversal? A line which intersects two or more lines in distinct points are called as what? That line is called as what? Transversal. So this line XY is a transverse which intersect line AB and CD in distinct points P and Q. Is it right? The sum of the measures of interior angles formed by transverse of two distinct lines are supplementary, then two lines are parallel. So what you are going to do now? Let's see, given is the transversal line XY is a transversal of lines AB and CD such that which are the interior angles, this angle and this angle. So what you are going to write is angle BPQ plus angle PQD is equal to 180 degree. Is 180 degree. And now what you are going to prove? Okay, what you are going to prove? That two lines are parallel. So which lines are parallel? What you are going to prove? To prove, we are going to prove line AB is parallel to line CD. That's what we are going to prove. Is it right? Have you understood this? So now we are going for the proof, but again there is a no base for this theorem. तो ऐसे cases में हम लोग क्या करते हैं? We are going to make use of indirect method. Okay, so what we are going to do? We are going to we use proof. We are going to prove this theorem by indirect method. Which method you are going to use? Indirect method. What is the meaning of indirect method? Indirect method is that method in which what you are going to prove? Line AB is not parallel to lines. If AB is parallel to line CD, we have to prove, right? AB is parallel to line CD. So what you are going to write? Let us assume that line AB and line CD are not parallel lines. They are not parallel lines. Correct? That means line AB and line CD intersect each other point, any point T. So they are going to intersect at point T. See once again. Okay, that means what? Line AB and line CD intersect each other at point T. Means what will you figure for it? See, this is the XY, right? It is. This line is XY. XY is a transversal, and these two lines are going to intersect. Correct? Which is that line? That line is AB and lines CD. This line AB and CD is going to intersect, means they are going to intersect at point T, and these are the points P and Q are these points. See once again, these two lines are parallel, but what we have considered, let us assume these are not parallel. They are not parallel means these lines are intersecting on that side or that particularly that side. But to forget about that, we are going to consider this side only. Then we'll see. Is it right? So they are going to intersect at point T. Okay, have you understood this? Pakka. Once it is, they are intersecting at point T. Now in triangle PQT. In triangle PQT, measure of angle TPQ plus measure of angle PQT plus measure of angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. The reason we are going to write is sum of the measures of, just now we have proved, sum of measures of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. Have you understood this? See, here we are going to use 180 degree, but here we have used the word supplementary. Supplementary is for two angles, and when there are three angles, don't write supplementary, just write for 180 degree. That is only for two. Supplementary is only for two adjacent angles. There are two any angles, no doubt about it. Have you understood this? Once again, अभी जो आपका एंगल TPQ है, TPQ है, इसको मैं लिख सकता हूं मेजर ऑफ एंगल BPQ. TPQ है ना, BPQ लिखा, वही लाइन है ना, खाली these 3 points are collinear, and instead of PQT I am going to write PQD plus measure of angle PTQ is equal to how much you got? 180 degree. But these two angles, which two angles? BPQ plus PQD, what is that? Is equal to 180 degree plus measure of angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. This you are going to write as a given. So ultimately, what is that? PTQ is equal to 0 degree. Correct? See, when two lines are there, I'll just type it and write it now. These two lines are there, and it is some angle is there. So say it is 20 degree. और कम हो गया तो कितना होगा? 10 degree. But when it is 0, 0 means what? These two lines are same lines. ऐसा रहेगा तो कुछ एंगल रहेगा ना, कम कम होते 0 हो गया मतलब क्या है? They are not distinct lines. As measure of angle PTQ is equal to 0 degree means line AB and line CD are not distinct line. They are same. But it is given that line AB and line CD are distinct lines. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. Therefore, line AB is parallel to line CD. See once again, these are the indirect method proofs. These two we are going to study in this topic. इसके बाद वाले theorem easy थे. I think previous theorem was also easy, but this theorem, what was the interior angle theorem and interior angle test, only we are going to do with the indirect method. So once again, it is a reason we are going to write is interior angle test. Don't write converse of interior angle theorem. It is actually interior angle theorem का converse है, but reason लिखो क्या लिखोगे? When you are going to apply that theorem, you are going to write interior angle theorem of parallel line, and when you are going to prove that these two lines are parallel, it is called as interior angle test. तो कभी use करना interior angle test और कभी use करना interior angle theorem. When they will give that these two lines are parallel, वो दिया रहेगा, then interior angle theorem, और हमें prove करना पड़ेगा कि these two lines are parallel, then interior angle test. दिया है parallel lines तो interior angle theorem, और lines parallel prove करनी है तो interior angle test. So what is the interior angle test statement? The sum of the measures of interior angle formed by a transpose of two distinct lines are 180 degree or supplementary, then two lines are parallel. So we have to prove that these two lines are parallel. I have drawn that these two lines are parallel. Parallel जैसे draw करेंगे, but we are going to consider they are not parallel. ऐसा consider इसको हमारे में वो prove करना है ना, prove parallel lines है. तो what they are given to you? Sum of the measure interior angle formed by a transverse. तो सबसे पहला transverse कौन सी है? XY, and two lines कौन से है? Line AB and line CD, such that ये angle which is that PBQ and PQD is 180 degree. Correct? और मुझे क्या प्रूव करना है? Line AB is parallel to line CD. So we are going to make use of indirect method. Correct? Let us assume that line AB and line CD are not parallel. It means अगर वो parallel नहीं है, means they are not going to intersect. तो they are going to intersect at which point? T point. अगर T पे intersect करते तो हमें तो triangle मिल गया. कौन सा triangle मिल गया? PQT मिल गया. In triangle PQT, we know just now we have completed a theorem. Sum of the measure of all angle of triangle is 180 degree. So this PPQ plus PQT plus PTQ is equal to how much? 180 degree. But ये जो TPQ की जगह मैं BPQB लिख सकता हूँ और PQT की जगह पे PQD लिखूंगा plus PTQ is equal to 180 degree. But BPQ plus PQD कितना होता है? It is 180 degree. Plus measure of angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree is given. So PTQ कितना हो गया? 0. जब ये 0 हो जाएगा मतलब ये दो लाइंस के बीच में कुछ एंगल से नहीं, this become they are not distinct lines, they are same lines. But what they have given to you? Two distinct lines. They are AB and CD अलग-अलग lines है. Means इनके बीच में एंगल 0 नहीं हो सकता. जो दिया है ना 180 degree, that is true. So line AB and line CD are distinct lines, means our assumption is wrong. Line AB is parallel to line CD. Note it down, copy down it properly. Once again, pause the video, you study it once again, okay? And you are going to copy down it properly. Tomorrow, you are going to write this theorem 2 times. Just copy down what we have written, and remaining 3 times you are going to write it your own. These are the 2 theorems which are little bit थोड़े से अलग है, थोड़ा सा अभी आदत नहीं है theorems की, लेकिन जितना practice करोगे it will make you perfect. Okay, so do this theorem properly, and we'll continue next 2 properties. We are going to do 3 more properties that will continue in next part, that is 5th part. Thank you, students.